Title: I was shocked when my wife, during our romantic anniversary dinner, told me, "Today I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to bring another man into our bed. Imagine how it'll spark our relationship. You'll see and feel how desirable I am." Start: I always thought anniversaries were for reliving love. Apparently, mine was for watching it die. We sat across from each other at the candlelit restaurant, her eyes too excited, too alive. I should have recognized that kind of joy. It wasn't for me. She leaned in, fingers grazing the rim of her wine glass, lips curling into a secretive smile. "Today I'm going to surprise you," she whispered. "I'm going to bring another man into our bed. Imagine how it'll spark our relationship. You'll see and feel how desirable I am." My heart didn't break, it froze. I looked her straight in the eyes, steady, calm. "The moment that bastard steps foot into my house," I said quietly, "I'll turn him into a mess and rip his Johnson off. Then I'll throw both of you out for the neighbors to laugh at." She laughed, thought I was joking. Just then, the doorbell rang. But let's rewind. Let's savor the rot before the wreck. We'd been together 9 years, married for 6 of them. I memorized every version of her smile. The shy one from when we first met, the proud one when she got her promotion, and now, that secretive, poisonous one reserved for someone else. She used to fall asleep on my chest. She used to hold my hand in public. She used to tell me I was all she wanted. Used to. The first shift was small. Late nights, a new perfume, hidden smiles at text messages, the usual dark signs. I asked once if something was wrong. She kissed my cheek and said I worried too much. That was the night I installed cameras. That was the night I started planning my exit, or rather, her removal, because I wasn't going to be the ruined one. The truth came fast. A man I'd never met, younger, gyms for brain, shampoo for personality. They kissed in our kitchen, my kitchen, like starving animals. They joked about my job, my life, my bed. I watched it all in silence, teeth grinding until I tasted iron. Anger didn't control me. Anger sharpened me. I gathered evidence, screenshots, video, audio, every betrayal preserved like a trophy. And while she was busy making me a fool, I made myself untouchable. I met with a lawyer, quietly transferred money, ensured every financial string led back to me and away from her. Every night she came home to me, and every night I pretended I hadn't already buried her. So when she whispered her anniversary surprise, she didn't know the stage was already set. We drove home in silence. She swayed her hips a little too confidently, as if rehearsing how she'd show off later, as if this was something I should be excited for. Inside, the house was too quiet. Then, ding, doorbell. She grinned, walking toward it like a bride approaching the altar. I placed a hand on her wrist. "Let me," I said. She smirked. "Don't scare him." I opened the door. There he stood, tall, smug, dressed like he was auditioning for a cologne commercial. "Hey man," he said, like I was the guest. I stepped aside. "Come in." He strutted inside, already comfortable, already dead. She rushed to him, touching him too freely, laughing too loudly. She wanted me to watch her win. But this was my game. "Drinks?" I asked, already pouring. 2 glasses, one for him, one for her. Mine remained empty. He lifted the glass. "Cheers to new adventures." I raised an eyebrow. 2 endings. He drank, she drank. I checked my watch. 30 seconds. They flirted. I waited. 20 seconds. He leaned in for a kiss. She giggled. 10 seconds. Then he froze. Glass slipping from his hand, body collapsing hard against the floor. She screamed his name, dropped to her knees, shaking him, crying in panic. "What did you do?" she shrieked. I knelt down beside her. "He'll live," I said, "just not here, not with you. Paralysis, not poison, temporarily shutting down voluntary movement. I needed him aware, needed him conscious for what came next." Her wide eyes searched my face for mercy. She found none. I pulled out my phone, pressed play. The TV lit up with every video I recorded, her gasps, her lies, her moans, her betrayal, on loop. She stared as if watching a ghost wearing her skin. "You think I didn't know?" I asked softly. "You think you're smarter than me?" "No, no, please." "You wanted him in our bed," I continued, "so he is. Just not the way you planned." I opened the front door. Flashlights, footsteps, police. She looked betrayed. "Why? Why police?" "You paid for that man's hotel room for months," I whispered, "with my credit card. And it turns out he's 20, drinks underage, and you brought him across state lines." Her horror was pure art. "You set me up," she breathed. "No," I corrected, "you set yourself up. I just made sure it stuck." They cuffed her while she screamed, tried to crawl toward me, begged. They carried him out too, still conscious, completely humiliated. The neighbors gathered, phones recording, the perfect audience. "Exactly what I promised. I'll throw both of you out for the neighbors to laugh at." Inside again. Silence. Freedom. I walked to the bedroom, our bedroom, and stripped the sheets, changed the locks, saved every piece of evidence in a folder labeled "Closure." My lawyer would handle the rest. Divorce was guaranteed. Assets were mine. Her reputation, gone. She destroyed the marriage. I destroyed the illusion that she mattered. Some nights I replay the moment at the door, the instant she realized I had always been one step ahead. That's the kind of surprise I prefer. Cold, precise, final. Love didn't fail me. I just gave it the ending it deserved.